I'm gonna feli we am now gone. Don't hate me cause I'm hotter than you. I'm hotter than you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How have you guys been? I know it's been a very long time and I'm so sorry for the long break, but I'm back. In this video I'm going to be giving a very quick tutorial on a very simple look, something that you can just easily throw on, and I'm going to be doing a review on some of the new makeup products I just bought, and I'm going to be doing a review on, well, let's just say the new phones that I just acquired, and I'll do a quick review on the phones that I bought. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to leave a comment. New vitamin C moisturizing cream. It's like a base for your makeup, and it smells really nice. I'm going to, oh sorry, excuse me, I already concealed my face and I used the normal LA Pride concealer in shade Fun. Yeah, so now I'm going to use this foundation that I just got, MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15, and this is shade NW45. So talking about my phone, when I went to camp, to NYC orientation camp, I had 7 Plus that I've been using for about a year. So long story cut short, the phone fell on a concrete floor and the screen got broken. It wasn't a serious crack to the extent that I couldn't use it, but it got broken, and I just had it in mind that I don't usually like to use phones with cracked screen. Some people are very comfortable using their phones with a cracked screen, but I don't really like to do that. So okay, I think the sharing was a mistake, but that was. So I wanted to change the phone, but that requires money, and I don't usually like to spend my money. So I think this foundation actually blends properly. I like it. So back to my phone. So I had it in mind to just buy a new one instead of having to fix the screen. Then I got out from camp because when the whole lockdown ish happened and the shops were closed, I couldn't really get any phone. So I just had to keep using it like that. So after the lockdown, yeah, I'm like, okay, so it's time to buy my new phone. And I had it in mind to buy an XR because of the, I think my main reason I wanted XR was because of the various colors that I could get. It's not like I know phone specifications like that. I don't really know much about specifications of phones. I'm just usually particular about the color and the size of the phone because I like phones that are very handy, are very big. So like the only phone that I could actually get and afford with that kind of size and color that I like was an XR. So yeah, I got my XR. I got the XR in coral color. Very pretty, very lovely phone. And then exactly 2 weeks after I bought it, the phone packed up. Yeah, it's so unfortunate. So yeah, the phone packed up, and luckily for me, I had warranty on the phone, so I took it back. The phone apparently had a lot of issues. I was just thinking that I can't even go home to tell my father that my phone got spoiled, I need to get another one, because I don't think he even knows how much those phones cost, because I trust my father. So I had to take the phone back, and I left it for about a week. Yeah, I was practically phoneless for like about a week, and then when I finally went back to get the phone, I told him I wasn't just comfortable getting a phone that I know is bad and you guys had to fix it. So I don't know, there's just this, your mind cannot just be at peace using that kind of phone. So I had to get a replacement, and unfortunately they didn't have another XR, so I had to get an X instead. So that brings me to the whole point of this review, an X or an XR. So I don't really know much about phones, but at least I've been able to use the two phones for about, I used XR for about 2 weeks, and I've been using this X for about a week now. So yeah, I think this video is practically for people like me that we don't really know much about phone specifications. People talking about how many gig RAM, or talking about the processor, all those things. I don't understand what they are talking about. I don't know what all those things are. So I'm just going to give a review based on like the very surface things that people like me can see and understand and notice. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Do you expect me to tell you how many gig RAM or how many, or what the processor is like? I really don't know what all those things are. So I'm going to contour my face now, and I don't know if I ever mentioned it to you guys that sometimes I use my eyeshadow palette to contour my face. I basically try to use my makeup products in many diverse ways as possible. I like to improvise. So I use the darkest shade on my Estee Lauder. I really don't know how it's pronounced, but this is it. Yeah. So I usually use the darkest shade of my eyeshadow to contour my face sometimes. So now I'm going to set my concealers using, my highlights using this Sacha setting powder, and this is in shade Buttercup. So next I'm going to use this Max & More eyeshadow primer. So yes, back to the phone review. Like I said earlier, I used the iPhone XR for about 2 weeks, and I must say the camera is amazing. I particularly love the front camera. It's really lovely, really nice. The portrait is amazing, but I feel like there isn't so much difference between the cameras. I mean, for iPhone X and the XR, the front camera are basically the same thing, but for the back camera, I don't know which one is rare. One of them is rare camera, but the back camera for iPhone X I think is better than the XR. I don't know, there might be some technical reason for that, I don't know, but I think the back camera is better for iPhone X. Another difference obviously is the size. The iPhone XR is bigger. I think it's about 150 something centimeters. The iPhone XR is bigger, which is why I particularly love the XR. It's bigger and it has a bigger screen display than the X. The X is smaller and thinner. Although I like the fact that the X is slimmer than the XR, but the XR is bigger. And then another thing about the XR that really makes it amazing, of course, that the different colors that you can choose from. I got the coral color and it was beautiful. Like the coral XR is actually really beautiful. If I didn't get the coral, I think I would have bought the white or the red. Any other XR color isn't so. The black is very calm. But if you are someone that likes a phone that is not so obvious, that is not so out there, the black is okay. But I don't like monochrome phones, black, white. I don't usually like it. But if I didn't get the chance to buy the coral, I think I would have gotten the white or the red. The red too is really pretty, but I'm not a fan of red phones. But every other color was a no-no for me. The yellow was so yellow, like the yellow was like even brighter than this yellow that I was wearing. And the blue is so weird. Like, why is the phone blue? The blue is so blue. It's so weird that the phone would come in that shade of blue. I personally find it very rare. But if you want to get an XR, please just buy the coral. It is really beautiful, really, really lovely. Different. The X only comes in 2 colors. I didn't even know until I got the phone. It only comes in grey and silver. I got the silver. Now for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using rather a color from my classic blush palette. I always use usual things for everything that I do. So I'm going to be using this very light pink shade for my base. So another difference that I noticed, I don't really know the technicalities like I said earlier, is that the screen has a better display, like the way it displays your icons, your pictures. I don't know how or why, but it just looks like it's clearer than it is on the XR. There's something about the screen display that is clearer on X than it is on the XR. So that is another added value if you are getting an X. If you guys know the technicalities of all these things that I'm saying, I would actually really love to know, because I feel like I'm so clueless about all these things. But I just noticed that the screen has a better display than XR. To finish up my lid, I'm going to be using this custom made eyeshadow from Primark. And I think one of these costs about £1. I'm not so sure. So it just comes like this. Comes in different shades and color. This one looks like a purple shade. So I'm just going to use very little so my eyelids can pop small. So another difference between the X and the XR is the price. The XR is slightly more expensive than the X, just very small. So I don't think the price should be like a major criteria in picking which one you want to buy. If you really want to buy the XR, sorry, it's better you just close your eyes and buy it if the price is what you're looking at, because I think the price difference is about, I think 20k, about 20k ish, depending on who you are buying from and how you can price market. Basically, if you know how to price market. So that's another difference between the X and the XR. So I'm going to line my eyes with this pencil. I really love the name. The name just trips me. So the name is Call Me Beautiful, but the call is spelled KOHL. Call Me Beautiful. And the color is navy 3. The pencil is more of blue, not so. And I'm going to line the top of my eyes using this Extreme Collection felt tip liner. Let me just round up my review. Personally, if I were to pick one of the two phones, I think I would still go for the XR, because I'm a very surface babe. I like the colors and the big size. That is the only reason I would go for an XR, because of the colors that I can pick from. But if I'm going to get an XR in maybe blue or yellow or black, I think I'd rather just go for the Silver X instead, because the Silver X is still, and then the grey itself, still, the colors are still quite manageable than those XR, those funny XR colors. But if I were to get maybe a coral XR again, I think I would love it. So really, I think it just depends on your choice. It depends on what you really want and what you really like. If you're more into what the phone can do, all this technical stuff, I think the X would be better for stuff like that. But if you're just someone like me that you just want to use something that is fine, then the XR would be perfect. So the two phones are really wonderful, but let me know what you think in the comment section, because I'm actually thinking to go and change the phone back. So, but then my sister is like, it's pointless. If you have an X, then why change it to an XR? So let me know what you guys think. Which of the phones do you think is better, the X or the XR, and why? If it's internal stuff, please try and explain to me. Let me know if I'm wasting my money. Let's finish up this. I'm applying powder and I'm using my LA Pride compact palette. You guys, believe it or not, I've had this palette for about 3 or 4 years now. Like about 3 or 4 years. So I applied my lashes off camera because it takes me a very long time to do that. So I'm using this MUA Pixel Perfect Multi Blush. This is what it looks like. Has red, pink, brown, different shades. So next I'm going to use this shimmer bronzing powder from Makeup Academy also. Now for my lipstick, I'm going to line my lips first using this brown pencil that I use for my brows. So now I'm going to use this lipstick. I don't know the name, but its name is like very funny. It looks like a Chinese name. To finish my lips, I'm going to use this Vaseline lip balm, Rosy Lips. It smells very nice, so I'm just going to apply a little to make it glossy. So I think I'm done with this look, and I look so nice, you guys. Like, I'm a fine girl. Good. So that is the end of my tutorial and review today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because I'm so happy to be back and filming. So let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave comments, any questions, anything that you want to say, feel free, and I'll see you guys in my next video.